State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis and David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So FIU's offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And down he goes back with the 3.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Penn State's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down.
Turning on the Jets. Discards him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
Might be changing the route. Slams ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. FIU will line up to punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Allard. Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it. First down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets complete.
Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. He's all the way down to the 3, showing it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting to the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Carter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State!
How about the middle linebacker making a great play. Drops in his zone. Eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football. Breaks on it perfectly. Steps in front and takes it all the way to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got the quick completion.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
The lone back's got it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Slithers into space. Turning it on. There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it from the gun.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
FIU pushing tempo. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Here's the handoff. He's in open space downfield. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go right back to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Hudson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field.
It's a seam wide open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Using his legs, it's Singleton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. Gets the back moving, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. FIU pushing tempo. Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to beat him to the left. Fights off a defender. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Singleton. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. The toss to the outside. Found some room, but needed a little bit more. Had to get it to the 40 for the first down, and now it's 4th and short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Quarterback making checks. The give. Runs through the tackle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to run it left here. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll immediately call timeout. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
The Panthers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. Flying out to the left. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got a man. It's Owens. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there and you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too.
Sends it back in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Hauls it in. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Try to get it to the edge. Runs through a tackle.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but his defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Right back to it. And some room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll toss it to the left. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Trying the left side. He's loose. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound it in. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. That's caught. It's Dawson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dawson. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
FIU will line up to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Floating away. With the catch, it's Singleton. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Oh, better look out. Lots of running room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about
it. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Pulls it in. It's Dawson. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Fighting up wide open spaces, and he's knocked down. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the...
He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again.
Oh, a lot of space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up, making the catch.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Nice move there. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Motion from the back. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Using his legs, it's Allen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. And the Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give to the tailback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Steps away to find some room. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. And the returner will be knocked down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stings, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports. Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. The back moving. They'll try to get outside. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. That kind of play can really get it going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Great place to start for this offense. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. It's still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Hurry on the Jets. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Allen. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Shakes off the defender. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
To the air, it's Stockton. This time it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback. Pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Under fire. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Aller. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Through the contact. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Singleton. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Allard. Got it behind the line, it's Singleton. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside the 15, here's the return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Zings it complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. That's reeled in. It's Branch. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Give to the single back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Outside the pocket, let's go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the
converts on 4th down. Still going. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for...
Turning it on! There he goes! The 10! Touchdown, Penn State! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Creates a little room. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're going to ride this running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run to the left. It's a seam wide open at the 30. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. You try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Martin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Takes a hit as he fires. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pena. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the play.
Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have an execution, has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Finds his man. It's Branch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's White. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They just keep firing. Pressure coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff...
It's a running room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action on first down. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
If you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Aller. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snag in the middle, it's Reynolds. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving. Caught behind the line. It's Dinkins. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Takes a handoff. It's Singleton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too.
Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the ground with the back. Wide open spaces. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The run to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Breaks the tackle. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab on the left. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's dumped. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Takes the handoff and he's going right. They make the stop and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Oh, I'm out of space. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a league like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
Kearney on the jet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, explode through, getting a long touchdown.
And the extra pointer right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Allard. Oh, they're after him. Throwing on the run. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback.